Hello everyone, welcome to a big Magic Millions edition of In the Box Seat. Once again joined by Ella.
Hello,
looking forward to it.
Very much so.
And special guest, Magic Millions winning rider of 2016, Blake Shinn. Thanks for coming.
It's a pleasure. Great to be on the show, guys.
Good ride on Saturday, Wolfgang. You've got to know him, and we had Lloyd on the show last week. He was hopeful of a good barrier draw. He didn't want to select the barrier himself, put himself under that sort of pressure. You must have been thrilled when you saw that gate come out on Tuesday morning.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, but coming up with barrier 2, it does make my job a lot easier. And as we know in this race, such as the Magic Millions, it's very important. We've seen horses from inside draws win the race previously, and I think the way the race sets up, that draw is crucial for my horse's chances, and it does bring him into some sort of calculations for the race.
Lloyd and Lucy have got a big opinion of this colt. Lloyd was mentioning last week that he's very much a colt at the moment. He certainly knows when to sort of be a colt too in the mounting young.
He knows when to turn it on.
But they're going to put the blinkers on him just to try and sharpen him up that little bit more. Lloyd was sort of thinking that he probably half loafed when he got to the front in the race at Doomben.
Yeah, 100%. Look, he come out like he was going to put the second horse away pretty quickly, I thought. And like you say, he loafed a bit. And I thought he had a bit more up his sleeve to win the race. And, all that being said, he did have a trip from Adelaide back to Melbourne, back up to Queensland, and conceding weight to the rest of the opposition that day and on a rain-affected track. So, winning with a little bit up his sleeve, I thought his win had merit. The blinkers go on, and I think, yes, we have to find a couple of lengths to possibly win the race, but I think he's got the talent, and with the barrier draw, it's in our favour. I think he's there with a shot.
Yeah, for sure. I was a bit surprised that after he drew such a low gate, the market sort of got him out. He didn't tighten in. He's now as much as $19 for the race. What do you make of the rest of the opposition? Is Storm Boy entitled to be a short price favourite as what he is?
Well, look, his win last start was really good. He's got the runs on the board. I think, some smart people said he rated really highly his first win. But he could come out and win the race dominantly. I'm not sure, but he's going to have to do some work from the draw. I don't think they're going to let him cross as that easily. And at Eagle Farm, he took a bit to get outside the leaders.
He did for sure, yeah.
So I'm hoping that there's a bit of pressure underneath him early and make him work, and also like a horse like Spywire, and for my sake, drawing barrier 2, or if I can just tuck away behind them and let them speed horses, hopefully overdo it. Well, that might be my chance to beat them.
You won the race in 2016. Does it make you feel somewhat old now seeing his progeny go around?
Well, it does, yes. I am getting old. But it is, it's some time ago now, 7 years, but it's great to be. It was great memories winning on Capitalist. He was a great horse to me. Going on to win the Golden Slipper and seeing him being such a great horse at start, it's pretty special. What
is it about these 2-year-old races? You wait for age, you stay in races, everyone's got a set sort of a pattern, and barring something outside of the norm happening, it sort of goes to script as such, maybe not necessarily the finish, but the first half of the race. These 2-year-old races, your Millions, your Golden Slippers, your Blue Diamonds, a lot can change as soon as the gates open on these horses that have only had 2-3 starts, tops.
Definitely. Your race can be won or lost at the start, and I think you just need a horse that's really well mannered, well educated, and just does everything right. And generally, I think that's why the trainers like the Gay Waterhouse and the Snowdens and Godolphins and Kiramar, and their formulas are really good. They educate them well, and that's why they keep winning the races. But having a horse that's turning up and does everything right, even though they're two, they can do things wrong, but it just takes a lot of the luck out of the equation. And my horse, although he's got the blinkers on, he's pretty foolproof. He's had the few runs, and aside from his little bit of antics pre-race, he's a lovely, placid colt, and I just hope that he turns up and applies himself.
So there's some other key rides that you have in the Magic Millions. Obviously, the Alpine Edge in the Cutis, which was a winner last year. So take us through that, and is that exciting to ride? Obviously, a winner from last year.
Yeah. No, I'm really looking forward to riding this horse. I think he's well in at the weights. He's obviously, like you say, he won the race last year. Drawn a touch awkward in 12, but there looks good pressure in the race. We've got Rothfire drawn barrier at 16, and there's a few others around me that are going to go forward. And he's been getting back and running on nicely. I think his runs have been a little bit hidden, Alpine Edge, and like I said, he gets in well at the weights. He's a class horse, and the market seems to underestimate him a little bit, because I think he's a good galloper, and I'm expecting a big run from him. I read he's one of my better rides on the day.
Yeah, right. Toby and Trent have been quite bullish about how he's going, in particular leading into this race. Vanquished in the 3-year-old race, coming off the big maiden win last week. It was very strong. No luxury there with the barrier draw. You've got a couple of sticky gates to deal with outside of the 2-year-old race. 23 with Vanquished and 16 in the Cup with Tamerlane.
Yeah, no, a couple of tough draws all day. It's going to be tough with Vanquished, because looks high pressure. Gay's got Royal Tribute, and I think there's one of our other horses. Zoophoria in the race, and there's one of Bjorn Baker's that'll go forward.
I couldn't imagine Gay saying to you, go back though.
No. I guess she's going to tell us all to go forward and just work it out from there. But the horse won well last time, and obviously it's a fair bit of step up in class, but he ran the 1400 out very strongly. I feel these horses are going from 12 to 14, and what I like was he was dominant at 14, and if I can get control up front, he might run some sort of race.
You've had almost a month up here, like a bit of a working holiday, a trip back to Melbourne, New Zealand as well, but sort of a nice refresher mentally as well as still riding. Obviously an untimely suspension gave you a week off. You could do a couple more things, I guess, but you seem like you've really enjoyed your time here after that, obviously a busy spring carnival.
Yeah, 100%. Look, the hospitality in Brisbane, Queensland is second to none, really. I love my time here, and I'm pleased with the decision I made. Coming up, I did it once before prior to going to Hong Kong, and I wanted to try and do well in this summer carnival, and leading into Magic Millions. So we've got 8 rides tomorrow, but like I said, the club's been great. It's one of the biggest race days in Australia, and to support it, it's been fantastic. And I've only been here for a month, but maybe we might be a bit longer in this year.
There we go.
Should be enough for a couple of those free tickets you're after there. Good plug for the club. Ella, what's happening on Saturday? Quiet day?
A quiet day. Obviously, so much is happening. It's the biggest day of the year for us, so we're super excited. A few things that'll be on track. The Tab Penthouse and the Tab Lobby is back. You can win a bunch of merch for anyone in general admission. Head trackside and head to that. That's very exciting from our sponsors, Tab. Fashions on the Field will be on. You can head to the website to find all the timings, the prizes, everything that's going on there. Our official charity is the Gold Coast Community Fund. Obviously, after the last few weeks with some terrible times for the Gold Coast community, we're super excited to be supporting them and who'll be giving back to those who really, really need it in these times. The official after party at the Star Garden Bar, headlined by the Potts Bells. I hope I'm saying that right.
Pot Bellies.
Pot Bellies.
Potts Bells.
I'm clearly too young to know who that is. That'll be on from 6:30 till 7:45.
Potts Bells.
Well, oh God, I'm not going to have a job after this. So head there after the races. Only tickets remaining are general admission. That's all we've got left. So if you want to come along, get your tickets, $50 per person on the website.
Glad you're not giving me tips on calling races and those pronunciations and names.
Oh,
do you know the Pot Bellies?
See, I'm not the only one. There we go. Luckily, the audience will know who that is, and they'll get along to the after party.
Have you got a tip?
I feel really bad after we've spoke about Wolfgang this whole episode, but I am going to back against it. I am going to go Stormboy. I've got to go Stormboy in race 8 for the 2-year-olds. So
I'm going to put my head on the chopping block in the Country Cup of all races, 18 of them coming from left, right and centre. Brocky for Liam Birchley. He's got pretty strong tab form. 5 runs ago was only 2 lengths off Zarastro, who's a $4.80 chance in the Magic Millions Cup. So he's always thereabouts. He's won 5 races, a number of placings. He's actually got solid tab metro sort of form, while a number of them are coming from the country, obviously. So Brocky in the first around $10. I reckon he's a great each-way bet. Thanks for coming on, Blake. Best of luck on Saturday. And hopefully you're back in town and we can do it all again.
Look forward to it. Thanks very much, guys.
Looking forward to Magic Millions Day. We'll have a big recap when we come back from holidays. I think I might take a break after this. It's been a long week. See you in about 4 weeks.
Oh, I think 2 days in the office, Mish. That's all I've seen you. So
we'll catch you when I come back. See you later.